Thanks for joining us on Good News Forecast on WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Sophia Perricone.
And I'm Heather Pauloff.
So thanks for joining us. We're going to bring you the latest good news from around the world, across the country, and right here in our own backyards. Heather, did you have a good week?
I did. It was a nice, calm and quiet week. So
Yes.
it was good.
Good.
Yeah.
And it's been a hot week.
Yes, it certainly has. Yeah, it was tough, but we got through it.
We're getting there. We're getting there. You know who's having a good week? Two co-founders from Toledo, the owners of Balance Pan-Asian Grill.
Balance is expanding across the country, and the co-founders were on the national CBS Mornings this week to talk about how they take farm to table to the next level.
We have the 5-spice popper, which is a great snack item.
If there is a secret behind Chef Ho-Chan Jang's fresh tastes at Balance Pan-Asian Grill,
I'm going to steal one of these because it's so beautiful.
it's not exactly the sauce.
I have never seen a restaurant where the farm is literally a hallway across from the table.
Right.
This is amazing.
No, the secret here is in the greens, the microgreens. When we visited, their indoor aquaponic farm was mere steps from the kitchen.
Can I taste?
Absolutely. There you go.
All right. Well, it doesn't get fresher than this.
No, definitely not.
Oh my gosh.
Making the greens almost impossibly fresh.
This place looks like a chef's dream.
It is. I love being here. It's like a Zen moment for me. You know, when you're in the kitchen, everything's busy. You know, it's a hustle and bustle. And you come in here, it's a level of silence, and you smell the dirt.
It's a farm. It really is a farm.
It is. It is a farm of the future. That's the way I look at it.
This 8,600 square foot space has given way to a massive 26,000 square foot farm in Detroit. For Balance Grill, it's not the farm of the future, it's the farm of now.
Absolutely.
And the seeds for this farm-restaurant combination were planted in 2008 by Jang and his college buddy Prakash Karamchandani.
You were not in a food restaurant background.
No, I never worked in a restaurant in my life before starting one.
But you have a finance degree.
I do.
Which is the perfect thing to bring to
exactly.
your chef college buddy.
I'm not a numbers guy.
Jang came to the U.S. from South Korea when he was 8, after his father had died, and learned to cook in his mom's restaurant. Karamchandani's parents are also immigrants with their own definition of success.
Yeah, my parents have always been super supportive, but to be 100% candid, being Indian American, I really only had one career choice, which was to become a doctor. And then I got into med school and went to my parents and told them, I really want to be in business. I really want to follow my passions.
So like the old lottery saying, it only takes a dollar and a dream. Only these guys didn't have the dollar.
We had just graduated college, so you kind of walk away with this idealism of thinking you're just going to write a business plan, walk into a bank, they're going to write you a check, and you just go open your restaurant. And we got rejected from every bank we went to, obviously. So even though we didn't have any money, we just decided to do it. We maxed out every credit card we could.
Oh yeah. IKEA cards, Home Depot cards, I mean, you name it.
The partners will tell you that is no way to start a restaurant or any business, but the fresh menu got the attention of hungry Toledoans. They were able to pay off their debt in 2 years, and they expanded, with 3 more restaurants in Ohio and plans to open in Michigan.
Do you feel a sense of that you are the realization of your immigrant parents' dreams?
Absolutely. You know, our parents struggled so hard just to be here. This is the land of opportunities, the ability to follow our passion and start a business, and still this many years later go to work with my best friend it is a uniquely American opportunity.
It's so great to see Toledo put on national news like that. I mean, good for them.
And when it comes to good food, I mean, I wouldn't think of Toledo as being such a starting point for something like that. So really awesome for those two.
Their first location, I think, was in Maumee. It's no longer open, but they have several across Northwest Ohio. I recommend it. It can get really spicy though.
Okay.
I can usually tolerate the spice, but there was one time I got their, I don't remember, I think it's called their Bang Bang sauce.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it was painful. It was painful, but it is so good.
Okay.
They have all kinds of things. They have, I don't know if you like tofu, but their tofu tacos
Interesting.
are amazing.
I've never had tofu, so I have no idea.
You should go check this out. I know we were talking about another restaurant. kind of a similar vibe. Blue
Sure,
Pacific,
sure,
Blue
yeah,
Pacific,
yeah.
kind of a similar vibe.
Also delicious,
I know you like
yeah.
Blue Pacific, so I think you would like this. So
Awesome.
yeah.
All right, well, other Northwest Ohioans are making national headlines too, like this Bowling Green City Schools teacher. For more than 3 decades, Dr. JoBeth Gonzalez has worked to transform students' lives through theater.
The Educational Theater Association's Hall of Fame just inducted her, and she's one of only 2 honorees this year. Gonzalez has taught at Bowling Green High School since 1994. She's led dozens of productions and inspired generations of students along the way.
The more opportunities we can give young people to experience using their voice in creative ways to tell truths that are their own, or to explore thoughts, you know, the more people recognize the power of theater.
Gonzalez says the heart of her work is simple. High school theater transforms lives.
Did you do theater in high school at all?
I did a little bit of theater. I mostly did choir.
Okay.
So I did show choir. I did regular choir too. So, you know, I always loved just the thrill of getting up on stage and you're in front of people and you're just performing, very much like, you know, what we're doing here. But it was definitely fun. How about you?
I did not. The thought of all of that scares me. Like, I can do this because I can't see any faces. Like, I just see cameras.
So true. So true.
But if I'm on stage and I see faces, I panic.
That's how I feel now. If I
freeze.
have to do a big presentation and I get up in
Yeah.
front of people, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many people here.
so
But
many
here,
people.
there's nobody.
It's just
so
all
it's great.
cameras. Even on Zoom meetings sometimes, like, I can see everyone in their little boxes.
Oh, true, yeah.
I panic. I really am not a public speaker. And everyone's always like, well, look at what you do. But again, I don't see anyone.
Yeah.
I see a camera. And I feel like I grew up, you know, in this digital age with iPhones and stuff. Everyone's so used to like recording themselves.
That's true.
That's what this feels like on a much more professional level, of course. But do you have any, it sounds like that teacher is really making an impact on students. Do you have any like teachers that really stick out to you or that you remember from high school, elementary school, whatever that?
Honestly, all of my teachers, I don't think that I had a teacher that I didn't like, especially
good.
in middle school and elementary school. You know, that's really those formative years when you
Yeah.
have those teachers that just, you know, stick with you and all of their little, you know, their personalities and their nuances. You know, those are things that always stuck with me, and those are my favorite teachers to really run into. And then, of course, my choir teacher in high school. A lot of my high school teachers were very, you know, they're just there for you. They know that
Yeah.
you're kind of going through, you know, sometimes those tough times, you know, that you deal with in adolescence. And when they're there for you, that is truly what changes lives. How about you?
I had an English teacher in high school that was just phenomenal. Everyone loved her. She was great, but you also learned so much. I feel like my writing really improved in that class. So she's great. And when you have these teachers that are so they're just great people. They're meant to be an educator. They really can make a difference in a class, I feel like.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yes, we love our teachers. A group of young local boxers have returned home after fighting in the 2025 National Junior Olympics in Las Vegas.
Maya May introduces us to Team Cartel and shares their story of success.
You can come into this boxing gym and find, you know, your passion for it and become a millionaire.
12 local Northwest Ohio fighters gave it their all at the 2025 USA Boxing Junior Olympics and Summer Festival held in Las Vegas last month. The event was a major national competition for USA Boxing, featuring boxers from Pee Wee all the way up to the Masters division. The Cartel team brought back 9 medals, including 5 gold, 1 silver, and 3 bronze.
They love it when they come here. They learn from it, and in the long run, it helps them. It helps them mentally, physically, keep them out of trouble.
The fighters say the discipline and structure inside the gym gives them the tools to handle not just competition, but life's toughest rounds.
It's a way to express yourself. It's ways to like get all your emotions out. Like if you're angry, you come in the gym, you could take it all out in the bag. It's different ways to cope with life.
Meet Yashore Williams. He's been training since he was 8 years old. Now at 18 years old, he says this kind of win is more than just being a natural talent.
It wasn't easy, but it wasn't like impossible either.
Coach Mumford says Team Cartel will compete again during an international tournament in September. fighting together and inspiring a new generation that they can do it too by dreaming big.
There's a lot of kids who never been outside of Toledo, you know, and we done been all over the country multiple times. So it's a good experience for us. It's a great experience for the kids, and we all doing this as one whole group, as a family.
That's really great. It keeps the kids busy. And what I really liked about what he said is this allows kids from Toledo to visit other parts of the country they might not otherwise see.
Yeah, that gives you different perspectives. That lets you meet new people who have different experiences. Really, you know, when you take kids out of what they know and you take them to different places to experience new things. I mean, you've got cultures, foods, all kinds of different things for them. That really helps kind of round out their personality.
And they're boxing. the hard
Staying
thing
active.
to do. Staying
Yeah.
active. Yeah, that's really awesome. So we love to see that. And they won on top of all of that. They won some gold medals, some bronze, some silver. So that's
Cherry
just
on
the
top.
cherry on top. Yeah. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. 3 Bowling Green State University grads just landed their names on the big screen. Josh Newberg, Jay Boyden, and Jamar Curry are all credited in the new Superman movie for their work as set production assistants.
Newberg, who graduated in 2022, got a surprise call from an assistant director asking if he could join the crew thanks to a past connection. Once on set, he brought in Boyden and Curry, who graduated in 2023. The trio helped with lighting, location work, and anything production needed. They say their time at BGSU gave them the skills and confidence to succeed.
They say their proudest moment was seeing their names in the credits at the Cincinnati premiere. There it is right there. The names are circled in red. It's kind of hard to see, but pretty cool that they were able to spot that. Superman is now playing in theaters. That's awesome.
Not surprising, though. I went to BGSU.
Oh, okay. We got Falcons. We got Falcons, right?
Sure,
That's the mascot? Yeah. Okay. Falcons making the big screen. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you could be credited or help on any movie set, what movie set would it be?
Oh, I have no idea.
What's your favorite movie?
See, you can't. Oh my gosh.
I put her on the spot.
There's so many great movies.
I know.
So many great movies. You know what? I don't know. But I think that anything that would have to do with travel, I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
Anything that's like heartwarming.
Yeah.
I really like heartwarming, and comedy. Comedy is my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
So I mean, anything. I don't personally have like, you know, top of the line comedic skills, but working with people who work in comedy is super fun.
Yeah.
So I think that would be really fun.
I think Harry Potter would be a fun set to be on.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
yeah.
good vibes, magic, like
Magic,
fun. But you could also just go to Harry Potter World and down in what, Florida? Is it Florida? No, California. Harry Potter World.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can experience Harry Potter life there. So
Awesome.
I would be down for that.
Love it.
Dora, or the designated outdoor refreshment area, is something a lot of people like to enjoy across a few communities here in Northwest Ohio. It allows people to sip and stroll and even shop. And now the village of Oak Harbor is officially part of the growing list of communities offering Dora.
The state approved Oak Harbor's application within the boundary. People can now buy and carry alcoholic drinks from participating businesses downtown.
We have a lot of things coming. It's evolving, and I think that this is a huge step in the right direction to bring more businesses as well as downtown foot traffic to our area.
Oak Harbor's Dora runs every day from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. All drinks must be in official Dora cups. Have you used Dora yet?
Yes, downtown Toledo I have, and it is so fun. And honestly, I think that it almost increases your chances of going to different businesses where, you know, you wouldn't before. Maybe you'd sit in the same spot for, you know, a number of hours and kind of drink or, you know, socialize at that particular place. But a Dora allows you to get out and mingle and enjoy different activities in downtown. It is, I think it's a great idea. I think that it's awesome.
They have Levis Commons, downtown Toledo, I think downtown Perrysburg as well. You know, the thought of Dora to me initially, I was like, okay, whatever, maybe I'll use it. But then I utilized it this summer in downtown Toledo. And it's like, you feel so free. You've got an open container, you're just walking the streets and it's allowed. It's great. And if there's, we did Dora when the walleye were in, I think, the Kelly Cup finals,
Okay,
and they had the
yeah.
game on at Fifth Third Field.
Perfect.
You couldn't bring the Dora Cup into Fifth Third Field to watch, but we were able to like go up to the gate and
Yeah.
watch on the big screen with our drinks in hand.
It's that sense of community and connectedness
Yeah.
with everybody that I absolutely love. That's why 4th of July is my favorite holiday. Everyone's out, everyone's having a good time together
Yeah.
and just celebrating. And so I think that Dora is a really good way to do that too.
I agree. Yeah, sounds great.
All right, well, turning now from Oak Harbor to Finland, where more than 200 people from across the world gathered to compete in the annual Wife Carrying World Championship.
Yes, this is very interesting. These couples literally put the strength of their marriages to the test, racing through a course filled with obstacles, including water and sand. You can look, I mean, this is wild. This guy's got his wife on his back. I don't know how they come up with this. American couple Caleb and Justine Rossler took the title in the main event.
She did a great job. We went underwater and she didn't panic, so we're happy. She did a good job. Never done anything like that, jump in a water puddle with my wife. So I'm gonna go hear some other stories from everybody else.
Okay, the Wife Carrying Championship isn't just for men and their wives. For the first time, the competition featured a series just for women. 5 all-female teams signed up for the new category. Okay.
This is so, look at who comes up with the decision to be held like
Yeah,
that.
how do you choose the position, I guess? And then it feels like, so at first you're thinking about it and you're like, okay, the husband has to have this brute strength. But then the wife has to hold on too.
Yeah.
It's like really a team sport, I guess.
I'm curious to know like why this started and how this started. Like, is this, you know, like I think in Ireland or
Had to have been a
Scotland,
bet or something.
something like years ago. In Ireland or Scotland, they have like stone throwing or whatever, and that dates back to like centuries ago.
Sure.
This, I'm like, what is the history behind this? And also, why don't you just do a standard piggyback? You know, why is she upside down?
I don't know if I would be able to hold
feet
on
wrapped
to
around.
piggyback that long. I don't know.
And then they're getting tousled in the water. They jump in the water.
Yeah, I love my husband, but I don't trust him to actually like pull me through the water. That I no, thank you.
No, I would not. You're
I
gonna
would have to be like sit on his shoulders or something.
Yeah,
you know,
then
like,
that's what I'm
no
saying.
way.
There's got to be more practical positions than.
Yeah. Are there rules? Maybe there's rules.
There could be. There's a lot. We have so many questions.
We gotta unpack this.
Yeah. Turning now to a different kind of race, the race for the best pizza in America.
And I'm sure there's a lot of competition for this. The Italian Pizzeria Guide just named the 50 best pizza spots in America. Take a look at spot number 3 in Long Island, New York.
A world away from the famous Ponte Vecchio, this little Mineola bridge obscures a slice of heaven, a tiny pizza shop under an overpass that's getting bravos from Italy. Talio, with only 8 tables, has turned the tables on Long Island pizza making. Owner Rob Cervoni says a trip to Italy as a child ignited his passion for Roman style.
Why is this pizza not in the United States? Why is it not on Long Island?
He changed that with a higher hydration dough. It's cut with scissors, made with ingredients sourced from Italy that bring home the flavor.
Our flour, our tomatoes, this is all made with unbleached, unbromated flour, pecorino romano, 100% sheep's milk, extra virgin olive oil from Sicily.
And his not-so-secret sauce gets back to basics.
Sea salt, basil, and olive oil. The tomatoes in Italy have flavor. If you use the best quality stuff, you want to let everybody know your secret.
Even the oven is made in Italy. Talio was just crowned the 3rd best slice in the U.S. by the Italian Pizzeria Guide 50 Top Pizza.
The artisanal toppings that we put on top, everything is fresh, everything's imported.
People stand here for 5 minutes looking back and forth. Hard decision.
The crust was crunchy and light.
So much to choose from, but I'm going to stick with the most authentic, the Classica. It is bellissimo. Cervoni expects some crusty comments. People are passionate about their hometown pies.
For Long Island, I think it's huge because Long Island doesn't really get the recognition that it deserves.
The judges told us Talio was chosen after an anonymous visit, great quality dough and ingredients, passionate and consistent work. Judge for yourself. Take the train from Mineola, walk a few steps north, bring some navigation and an appetite. In Mineola, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, CBS News, New York.
On the list, Talio sits behind La Industrie in Brooklyn and Slice and Pie in DC.
I'm very disappointed.
I was just going to say pizza has constant controversy over here. Tell them why.
Sophia has never had stuffed crust.
I don't
Never.
What's it stuffed with?
Cheese.
Oh, see, that sounds great. I would love that.
Oh, yes, you have to try stuffed crust pizza.
Where from?
Literally anywhere.
Really?
I think Marco's has stuffed crust pizza.
Okay.
Jacob's has stuffed crust pizza.
All right.
And those are my favorite pizza places.
Okay, I was just gonna ask your favorite.
Anywhere.
I'll have to try it. The thing is, I like pizza that is like cracker thin.
Oh,
like,
why?
have you been to Village Idiot?
Yes. Village Idiot Pizza. Yeah, that's great. I do.
I like a crunch.
Okay.
But listen.
But stuffed crust, I
Yeah.
like crunchy pizza too. But when it comes to stuffed crust, it's like its own food group. It's so delicious.
How do you feel about deep dish?
It's fine.
Okay, so I was curious to see if deep dish equals stuffed crust.
No,
if there's any,
no,
okay,
no,
so
there's-
no.
no, they're not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Different world.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like deep dish, so I'd be willing to give stuffed crust a try.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sad.
Are they-
I'm so sad for you.
This has turned into sad news forecast. Is it only ever stuffed with cheese?
As far as I know, that's the only kind of stuffed crust I've ever gotten.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll take it regardless.
Yeah,
But this sounds great.
Oh, wow. My mind is blown this morning.
I'm going to try it. We'll be right back.
Welcome back in. Not only does the summertime bring the heat, but it also brings a lot of fun events like concerts.
And one concert in Texas brought fans together, creating friendships for life.
They have a way of drawing people in.
Take a long, we're talking
We left Decatur at noon.
long,
It's 5:03.
hours long line. Add intense sun and high heat. You'd think tempers would flare.
Really excited. It's my first concert.
Not in a K-pop crowd.
I'm here for Stray Kids.
K-pop is Korean pop, and Stray Kids is among the biggest K-pop bands around. With more than 20 million subscribers on YouTube, they are global sensations.
I'm from Lovington, New Mexico.
I'm come from Mexico, from Party City.
The fans come creatively dressed from the tops of their heads to the tips of their feet. It's a concert, but more of a community. Much of this group didn't even know each other until moments ago.
And instantly you're best buds?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Comes to like K-pop, you relate to other people. However you identify, doesn't matter how you dress, anything, come as you are, we accept you.
The long hotline doesn't seem so bad when you're making new friends and
They're called freebies, where it's just where the community comes together and just hands them out for free.
trading homemade crafts in a world increasingly divided.
Freaking cry as soon as they come out. I'm gonna ruin my makeup, but it's totally okay. We're gonna have a good time.
How refreshingly unique to see strangers
We all love them, so it's like we're already family.
united.
Stray Kids.
In Arlington, I'm Teresa Woodard.
Wow.
It's very sweet to see how music brings people together. I like the idea that a lot of those people didn't even know each other until they were waiting hours in line for this concert.
Which is really awesome. Do you go to concerts?
I do. I love going to concerts. I don't know how long I would wait in line for a concert. There's a few people I would wait in line for, but in the hot Texas sun where they are, that's
Oh, sure, yeah.
and they're dressed up.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, but that's awesome. No, you go to concerts and it's like this whole like emotional, exciting, passionate experience. And then on top of that, you meet really awesome people who are just like, into the same music as you, and you don't have to come from the same background. You have all kinds of different experiences. But yeah, to already have that kind of passion for people that you don't know, and the concert hasn't even started.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's just the line.
Very fun, and just absolutely awesome.
Are there any boy band? Obviously, this is a Korean K-pop band, a boy band. Are there any like teen idols that like you would go crazy for when you were growing up?
You know, so I liked Aaron Carter.
Yes,
I was very
good one.
Jesse McCartney.
I love Jesse McCartney.
that was kind of like my middle school girl crush was on Jesse McCartney.
Yeah.
But you know, now I'd love to see Avril Lavigne. I never saw Avril Lavigne in concert, and I know that she's touring, or maybe she just wrapped up a tour. But that would be my absolute favorite. I think.
Wow.
That's like the one that I would just absolutely love to go to.
I loved Avril Lavigne growing up. All of them. I mean, Jesse McCartney too. He is so funny on TikTok.
Yeah.
He like does a Judge Judy impersonation that is
I've
phenomenal.
seen that. Oh
He's
my
so
gosh.
great.
That is.
And he's still cute. He's still cute.
I love that they're still they are still active and still doing stuff.
It's awesome. Turning now to Ferguson, Missouri, where there's a historic class of aspiring young pilots. The founder of the Red Tail Cadet program says it's the first time they've had an all-female class.
Oh, very awesome. Corey Stark spoke to the cadets about the importance of representation in aviation.
The prestigious Red Tail Cadet program is underway. For 6 weeks, these girls will study flying and work on leadership and career skills.
I thought that this program would give me the perfect opportunity to see what aviation has to offer as somebody who is going into her senior year. And so I want to know what I want to do after college.
This is the 5th year for the program. It all started when founder Anthony Myers met young black pilots in Africa.
If he can learn how to fly in Africa, I can teach kids in Ferguson how to fly.
Working with Flight School Elite Aviation and other sponsors, the program is taken off, allowing students like Yelena to pursue their dream.
I've always wanted to fly, ever seeing the Blue Angels perform when I was like 5 or 6. I want to be some sort of flight engineer, test pilot. Stunt piloting is one I really want to do.
Yelena's dad was a paratrooper and got her into aviation at a young age. Thanks to this program, she's already spent hours flying planes.
I'm closer to my pilot's license than I am my driver's license.
Students go through months of interviewing, physicals, and ground school to decide who makes the cut. This year, the girls stood out.
And every week there's a cut list. And we got down to the top 10, it's like, well, they're all girls. And so the guys really didn't measure up this year.
In the U.S., women only make up about 6% of all pilots, something these girls hope to change.
I think that it's important, especially for young girls, to see that there's always something that you can do.
Students spend hours studying each day, along with daily flights, setting them up for success long term.
We've got 3 former cadets working at Boeing, a couple in the military, one's in the Navy, one's in the Marines, serving our country. The rest of them are in college, in aviation programs, air traffic control school. So they're doing things that ordinarily they would not have thought of.
Myers says students will shine when you give them the chance.
I think you got to give them the opportunity. Take them out of their comfort zone, take them out of that bubble, and expose them to things.
When Myers was in Africa, people knew about St. Louis because of the unrest in Ferguson a decade ago. He and his students are hoping to change the narrative about our city.
Sometimes there's so many negative stories associated with our city, and there's so many positive stories that sometimes don't get told. This is one of those positive stories that keeps on giving. Each one of our cadets from all of our classes are achieving at a high level.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the one girl to not even have her driver's license yet, and she's closer to her pilot's license. That's amazing.
I feel like if you have your pilot's license, you should just automatically, when you go to take the test for your driver's license, they're like, oh, you already have a pilot. You can drive a plane, you can drive a car.
Yeah,
I know they're different.
There's got to be parallels though somehow. Do you think you would feel comfortable flying a plane?
No.
Okay.
I've never learned, but it would be so cool to fly a plane. Anytime I fly on vacation, I'm always obsessed with, just the conditions, where are we going, what's the flight path. Yeah. I think in another life that would have been really cool to be a pilot. And as a meteorologist, you learn all the same things weather-wise that pilots need to know when they're getting ready for their flight versus what a meteorologist needs to know to forecast.
So it's like, if you're a meteorologist, you automatically get your pilot's license. And if you don't have your driver's license yet, then you automatically get your driver's license.
That'd be cool.
There you go.
Love it.
I don't know if that'd be safe, but it would be cool. Yeah.
I'm not driving a 747 though.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be in that plane if you don't have your pilot's license.
For sure.
Sorry.
Maybe in the co-pilot seat on autopilot.
Autopilot.
I'll just watch.
Yes, definitely. And that's it for this week's episode of Good News Forecast.
Yep, we'll see you next week for more good news from around the world, across the country, and here in your own backyard.